Oops. I'm trying to put on music for y'all, and YouTube doesn't want to cooperate. Okie doke, Brian. I appreciate you popping in, and I'll wait for you to get back. Hopefully, I honestly don't think you will have missed too much. I'm not gonna start till 8:05 proper, so I think it should be fine, and anything that you miss, I'll try to explain. It's not like these games are overly complex anyway. Oh, so yeah, so you shouldn't miss too much. And again, anything you miss, I can do my best to explain. I will need your help to help adjust audio and stuff, though. It's always an interesting challenge with a new game. Is this any better? I'm not gonna have the music on for the full stream because the game itself has its own audio, but I didn't want to leave us in silence for the start of the stream before I get the game going. I appreciate your help. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes before we get started proper. Alright, I suppose we might as well get started. Okay, so hello my dears. My name is Shara, and welcome to the game. Can you hear the music of the game itself? Good. So, this game is called an Enigma. It's the first one of a trilogy of games about the specific storyline. It's called Enigmatis, The Ghosts of Maple Creek. We play a lady detective for all three of these games, who is a delightful character. So obviously these are not the best games in the world, but I really enjoy them. They're also not always the most stable games in the world. So I'm hoping it won't crash or anything, but these ones are a little better. Something to keep an eye out for is if I click off the game for any reason, the music will stop, and there's no way I can fix this because it's a between 10 and 15-year-old game. So I apologize in advance. This game supposedly takes place in a town called Maple Creek in Vermont. So, and I started a new profile, so let's get started. I'll do regular.
What happened to me? 1 minute I was... and now my heart is beating in my ears like hummingbird wings. And my hands are shaking. And covered in blood? It's not the cold that's sending shivers down my spine. It's what just happened. An event I have no memory of.
So when I first played this series, I actually played the second one first, not this one. The cursor will change to a hand when you pick up an object.
I remember now. I came to Maple Creek in search of a missing girl, and I'd already started the investigation when... When what? Wait, my notebook. I was renting a room here. I've got to find it. All the evidence I've collected should still be there.
I'll try to read these notes as they show up. October 10th, 2011. So I'm here, Maple Creek. Room rented, investigation ready to begin. How does a girl vanish in such a small town? At first sight, this place looks like some pastoral painting, but the air is less than bucolic. In fact, it's downright creepy. Yes. Key to my room and a photo of the missing girl. This must be the girl who vanished here, the one I'm looking for. You can view the collected evidence at any time. Yes, thank you, I know. Let's go to the town. Sparkles indicate a hidden object scene. Yes, thank you. Now here is the first part of the trouble. I am not actually very good at these games. I thoroughly enjoy them, don't get me wrong. But I'm not always the best at them. So I apologize in advance for any of the frustration you might feel on your end. How is the volume of music in comparison to my voice? I don't want to turn it down too much because it is pretty good music. Does this count as a scarf? Ah, sun. I just saw a buckle. I know I did. Yeah, okay, so if the music is okay on your end, I'll definitely ask more folks when they show up as well just to make sure. Let's see. Well, that's nothing wrong with doing a hint. I thought I just saw it. Damn. Okay, a scarf and a moon is all I've got left. That's not the scarf. Neither is that. See, one of the interesting parts about this game is that there's several companies that make a ton of these, and most of them are not based in the US. And sometimes they use words for stuff to search for that either we don't use over here or are really obscure. So sometimes it can be tricky to find things because of the word differences, and sometimes stuff gets lost in translation. That's not the moon. I already clicked on it once. Oh, I thought I already clicked on that. Oh well. Alright, and now we've just got the moon. Oh, there we go. Yellow angel head. That is part of a puzzle that is due for later. This puzzle, in fact. Yep, thank you. Okay. So this... Let's see... I gotta move everyone to their correct spot. Okay, so yes, this is the only one I can do first. Right. Okay, that does make sense. Nah. So I want someone whose thingo has... Nope. Nope, the wings don't match. The wings match there, though, so I think that is where it's supposed to be. I'm not sure if that shirt matches. I don't think this one's correct. So these ones obviously have to stay in place due to the stains. This one I'm pretty sure is correct because the wing is in the correct spot. I don't want to skip this, but it is one of those slightly trickier puzzles. This one might be correct, given the collar of the thing seemed to match. What about... Okay, there we go. That one works. What about this, though? No, that doesn't match. This line seems to match for this. The line of the shirt does match up. This one slightly does not. This one matches because of the hair. I think, is it just you? Are we down to just... Yes, we are just down to you guys. Good. Alrighty. Hi, Bun! Thank you for popping in. Game? Oh, I can't do the rest of this yet. The angel head is missing. Okay. Oh, my car is here. A bunch of people with torches. That doesn't bode well. Important events as well as your findings are recorded in your notebook. I spied some road people walking down the road with torches. Where are they going? Shouldn't they be assessing their homes for damage or call for help? There's something strange going on here. Yep, thank you, I know. Alrighty. Talk to you later, Brian. Thank you for popping in. What happened? I woke up, body tingling and chest aching. I must have been hit by lightning. Baby would be dead. But I can't remember. The recent past is nothing more than a few frightening snapshots. A shape in the forest, a roaring storm, a glaring flash. Of course, now I can't read it because it's insisting I go to the map. There we go. My hands are bloody, but I'm not bleeding. Whose blood? I've been investigating a mysterious disappearance here, yet the last thing I remember is when I arrived. The singed remains of my diary suggest I was well on my way to solving this case. I should find the room I rented. Reviewing the evidence I collected might just trigger my memory. And then the investigation can continue. Okay, but first things first. Acid drips from the broken battery. The engine is still hot. So, logic doesn't really work real well in a lot of these games. For example, acid can usually, go through anything in these games, even if it can't in real life. The accident must have damaged the horn. It doesn't work. I remember driving my car, but still can't recall anything about the accident. 30 years ago, in 1980, a private eye named Richard Hamilton was investigating another disappearance in Maple Creek when he himself vanished into thin air. Neither Hamilton nor the missing person was ever found. I'm not sure if there's a connection between that case and yours, but please be careful. Good luck, Josh Stevens, head of SDU. Hamilton 3 decades ago. What mystery did you unravel, Richard, that you had to disappear? A similar case in which a detective goes missing, too. Sounds thrilling. Alright, and that is an access card.
Nothing but static. The radio must be broken.
By the way, Bun, how's the audio? Time for another hidden object game. Ah, it's a ruler we're looking for in here. Alright, oh. I forgot that when I click off the game, the audio... how's the noise now? Or how's the sound now, rather? I just turned it down a little. Is it still loud in comparison to me? Also, hi Tori! Thank you for popping in. Okie doke, good. So, to catch you up, Tori, we are a detective that is in a town called Maple Creek in Vermont. Okay. And we're investigating the missing case, someone who went missing. And we just discovered that there was someone a detective who was doing a similar investigation 30 years ago that also went missing at that time. So this is something of a chronic issue for this town. Okay, it says $1. So where the heckity is the dollar? Of course it's Maple something in Vermont. Listen, the people who make these games, are definitely not from the US. So okay, let me just... I'm impatient. Oh, it's $, not an actual dollar. That's an example of what I mean by, the fact that this is not an English language game. Maple, Burlington, Vermont. Let's see. Wild boars. I need to scare them off somehow. To the tower. Hi, buddy. Oh, here he come. With a little mending, this ladder should hold my weight. Yeah, otherwise they'd make it Braintree. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I did used to live next to a Braintree. Or what, the town, I mean. No, Braintree is a fantastic name for okay. The tree might be small, but it will keep most vehicles from getting through. But what about the me? Oh, it will let me... Oh. Mysterious man. Hell, Minnesota is very good.
No, wait! Please!
Sir? There's also Elephant Butte. I forget what state that is, but it's spelled... It's spelled... It looks like Elephant Butt, but it's Elephant Butte. Welcome to Maple Creek, your four-season paradise. Paradise? Seems to me the sign couldn't have been more sarcastic. Maple Creek Lookout Tower. Enjoy the picturesque panorama of northern Appalachians. Notice, $1 fee to use the telescope. The historic Maple Creek Lookout Tower is now open for tourists for free. Erected in 1911 after the big blow-up of 1910. 102 feet, it's one of the tallest wooden fire towers in the U.S. Maple Creek Hiking Trails. Maple Creek Nature Park offers 23 miles of hiking trails reaching deep into the old-growth northern hardwood forests. Look for, warning, feeding is prohibited, cedar waxwing, porcupine, and American red squirrel. Maple Creek Landmarks. Covered Bridge. Erected in 1861, one of the oldest covered bridges in Vermont. I'm reasonably certain that that's untrue in real life. Lookout Tower. The historic tower stands as a record holder for the highest wooden fire tower in New England. Maple Creek Tree. Widely recognized as a national monument, or as a natural monument, the mighty northern red oak is estimated to be about 550 years old. Rooms for rent, breakfast included, 3 Jefferson Street. Notice, short stay only. Lady, you can't just yell at the locals, you have to offer them something first in trade. Maple Creek is just a river of maple syrup. I mean, this is my place to hate on. Only I get to talk shit. Covered bridge? More like covered in maple syrup. Okay, so this poster must be about the girl I'm looking for. Why did he tear it? Who was he? Subject wax seen, Maple Creek, Vermont, October 8th. Please contact, and the rest of it's torn off. I could walk for hours before I reach another town. True! Fortunately or not, that is the truth. Alright, that's as much exploring as the game is gonna let me do. The chain isn't strong. I could cut it with the right tool. Fortunately, I picked up bolt cutters. It was a photo of his daughters, Maple and Syrup. Picture of a mysterious priest. Looks like a preacher. Why is this photo in the entryway of the boarding house? John, when you finish those pipes, don't forget about the doll. Guess we know who doesn't rule this household. No signal,
no tone, no nothing. The line's dead.
This place be kinda jacked. The boarding house partially collapsed during the storm. I must be cautious. The lights are still on. The room behind must be completely collapsed. Oop! It's too dark. I can't see a thing. Okay, dead phone is accurate. I mean, it's a landline. So, here's the thing. This place didn't get this jacked from the storm. It was fucked before then. The door's blocked, and the room beyond it seems to have collapsed. It's too far and too risky to jump. Maybe I can lay something across the gap. Locked in its frame. Looks like a few solid hits could knock it in, though. I wonder if this plank is what they want me to put over. Yep, that is correct. I believe this is my room.
This must be my room.
If you're tired of the hustle and bustle of city life, then visit Maple Creek, a tiny hamlet in Vermont north of Montpelier. Hey! They know the name of the Montpelier! The rural area will let you take a deep breath of fresh air, see the historical covered bridge and lookout tower, and spend time hiking along the Appalachian Trails. We don't call it the Appalachian Trails. It may be part of Appalachia. We don't fucking call it that. Pity I'm here on duty. Hi, has anyone been to Maple Creek, Vermont? I'm thinking of a weekend trip. Thanks in advance. Cheers, Susie. Hi, Susie. Yep, went there last summer. Lovely hiking trails. But the town itself is somewhat eerie. People there are kind yet sort of passive. I do much more to attract tourists if I lived there. Such opportunity. Wow, I could... Man. Even the telescope on top of the lookout tower is in poor condition, not to mention everything else. Best, Mark. Same as Mark. Strange community, that Maple Creek. Nice land, though. Weirdcases.com. Oh my fucking god. Share with us so we can share with you. Maple Creek, Vermont. Disappeared near Maple Creek in 1950. Rumors of a gloomy secret in Maple Creek. The missing of Maple Creek, Vermont. Vanished in Maple Creek, no one believes. Disappeared. Missing. Gloomy secret. What mystery waits here to be unveiled? Also, I love the fact that, so this laptop, the laptop brand is Artifex. Artifex is the name of the company who made this. Artifex Mundi. Maple Creek doesn't even sound like words anymore. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, Jesus. Hey!
Who or what on earth was that?
Rude. Lost Girls of Maple Creek. 2 young women went missing around Maple Creek in the early 1930s. Okay, so 1930s, 50s, 70s, and now 2011. So, like every 30 years so far? Without sufficient light, I can't search through my stuff. One leg is broken. I need to turn on the overhead light before I look at this. Need a new light bulb. Fortunately, we have a new light bulb. Too high. This reminds me of the site called Ghost Pictures I frequented as a kid. Sir? Excuse me? Who is he and where is he going? I would like to know that as well. It's in tatters. I'll need something sturdy to rappel down. Okay. Someone just broke into my room while I was in it. Even stranger, he acted like I wasn't even there. Everything he did was just so automatic. Almost like a puppet. And those eyes, so vacant, so scary. The other thing he did was take an item from the dresser. A dagger of some kind, preserved in a plastic bag. Surely a piece of evidence. But evidence of what? Okay. Well... I need to find a way to get up there. What am I missing, is my question. Access card. Access card to what? Is my question. Damn, this lady is as fast as Tori when it comes to note-taking. Okay, I am kind of wondering... Oh! Derp. I didn't even notice that. Here we go.
Finally, I can get a look at the evidence.
No, Tori's very good and very fast at note-taking. I managed to reach my room. Unfortunately, the storm has wreaked havoc on it as well. It appears I was using the wall to associate clues. Too bad only one clue weathered the storm. Looks like I have to start over and collect details about my case. Who is this missing girl? Also, I love the fact that our character was just writing on the wall. Like, not on some kind of board or bullet or like a piece of giant paper. No. On the wallpaper of this old-ass place. Yep. Okay, these... Seems like Maple Creek has a long history of missing girls. 80 years! It's giving Pepe Sylvia vibes. I mean, you're not wrong. Female tourists missing in Maple Creek. The search for Emily Smith continues. People are asking for help. Vermont, July 14th, 1980. Emily Smith disappeared in Maple Creek 7 days ago. Locals attest she took a few photos and then headed out of town towards the hiking trails. Emily didn't inform anyone about her exact plans, but the police have established she was out for nothing more than a day hike. Okay. And I cannot... These are not yet relevant. Alright. I'm not gonna lie with you here. Or I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Some of this is semi-random clicking. Arrow, teabag, comb. Oh, another thingo. I need a paper clip. Oh, the @ symbol. If I were this character, I would be grabbing this knife here to bring with me. I really do adore these games, but part of why I've never recorded myself doing it is simply because I'm not fantastic at them. Okay, that was a tea bag. Okay, so we need an arrow and a comb. Now, here's the thing. The arrow could be like an arrow drawn on something, or it could be like a physical fucking arrow. And I have no way of knowing. Because that's how these games work. And a comb. I didn't... Oh, the arrow was in the broken glass. Alright. Okay, now we just have a comb left. Are you a comb? No. That's just how these games are, man. That's part of why I have to use the hint button more than I would like. Okay. So, note to self, that is there for later. Another house with the lights turned on. Maybe someone is home? The silhouette of a granary marks a lonely farm in the distance. Map. Where is there still shit to do? Oh, there's still shit to do in here. Oh, right. An electronic lock of some kind. It's turned off. What about you? Oh, it won't work until... Ah. The button's pressed down. Something might help to restore it to its regular place. Turn it on. Insert access card. Use ADS approved card only. Okay. Instructions. Set the tiles according to the numbers. Okay, I don't know that I under... Oh, it's this kind of shit. Alright. I see. A ball or a Death Star. Sketch of a house. Spade. There we go. That's incorrect then. Okay, so this is the house. At this point, I'm not even using the numbers. Ah yes, the sound of breaking glass in the distance. That's not at all concerning when we've already had our place broken into. The spade, although it doesn't look much like a spade. Your secure case is now unlocked. Touch the screen to up. If your secure case fails to open, please contact your technical department. After 3 failed attempts, the contents of the secure case will be incinerated. Jesus Christ! Kate Burrows, lost in Maple Creek, October 9th, 2011. Kate Burrows, age 19, was reported missing by her parents after she did not return home Saturday afternoon. According to their testimony, she left Burlington on Friday, October 7th to spend the weekend with her new boyfriend, whom she met in Maple Creek 3 weeks earlier. She called home once, Saturday, October 8th, 9:43 a.m., to report that everything was fine and they were going on a hike. Her cell phone died around Sunday, 10:23 a.m. So my assignment is to find Kate Burrows. John Stevens, head of Special Detective Unit, Burlington, Vermont. Okay, cool. Okay, that's for the flare gun. And these... Okay, what's it say? Strange artifacts found in the church. Ah, and I believe... Alright. Well, need the flare gun. So you're coming with me. Oh yes, the creaking wood is very anxiety-provoking. I can reliably say, though, that unless it's a cutscene, it is just ambiance. Alright. Oh wait, no, I wanted to see if there was anything left to do in here. Nope. Crash site, street. Let's go to the street, then. Is this the correct location? Yes, there is something to do here. I'm not gonna lie, this also makes me want to play the Nancy Drew games. I mean, yeah, that's fair. No, don't... No, that's not... A powerful wind gust must have blown that bag here. Alright, what do I do here? Oh shit, I didn't even see that. Help me. Oh my. Someone's in danger. Did the missing girl write this note? Evidence deduction available. Okay, subject. Alright. I think I need to go back to my car. Yes. I'm not sure what for.
Nothing but static. The radio must be broken.
Oh, there's something else evidence related it wants me to do. What do you mean deduction available? Oh, herp. Is that what you meant? Okay, what do you want me to do? Game, please. I don't know what you want of me. Okay, yes, do you want... I'm not sure what game. I truly do not know what you want me to do. Like I said, it really wants me to do something and I don't know what, so whatever, I guess. Oh, it wants me to scare off the pigs with the flare gun!
That'll scare them.
Okay, that would never have occurred to me.
The bell tolls incessantly, as if it's summoning something.
Northern Oak. These glass shards are sharp enough to cut me, or something else. Jesus, I can barely read this. Another tree named Maple Creek Tree, aka Cranwell Giant, a coast redwood, Sequoia sempervirens, logged shortly after World War II, was the largest tree ever measured. 103 feet, estimated age 550 years. Northern Red Oak. Okay, so I'm gonna have to come back here later to get some of that glass. Maple Creek National Park. Woods, streams, rocks, animals, lots for tourists to see along the trails.
There's no time for scenic hiking trails now.
I bet... Well, that's one of them. Okay, I gotta find the right sequence. Also, hi Soda, I hope you're doing well. Okay. Now... Alright. Alright, but what's the instructions for this one? Oh, there's certain slots, alright. I don't think I'll be able to go any further without getting what's missing here. You're a sweetheart, Soda. Oh, this is for the church. Oh, it just came from there. Herp. Alright. Let's see. This head, I think, is actually in the correct spot now. Where is there... Okay, you are correct. And where is there a spot that's got ink on it? This one, okay, yes, the quill. Alright, some of these are correct. Ah, so there's that one. I wonder if you're in the correct spot. That, actually, no, because I think that one is correct. This one certainly is not, though. There we go. Is it you two? Yes! I'm not sure because I've been getting more and more of these games. There's one that I was considering playing tonight that was called Brink of Consciousness, Dorian Gray syndrome, but it's a lot more unstable than this game. Smooth pieces are missing. That one I really enjoy. It has to do with a kind of a string of brutal serial killings. Alright, so let's get some things. These are not deep games by any meaning of the word. Like, they do tend to be somewhat shallow. I enjoy this series specifically because it's slightly better done than many others of its ilk. Let's see, I'm looking for saws. I have a walnut brain, so it's perfect for me. I mean, mood. I'm really not very good at these actual, at some of the actual challenges in these games. But I really, I don't know, they're very satisfying to me. I'd had a huge addiction to hidden object games for a while. I mean, valid. I still have a addiction to hidden object games. Also, hi Dronon. Thank you for coming in and chatting. Makes me think of the point-and-click games in Newgrounds I used to play. I mean, yeah, it's along the same vibes. It really just is the point-and-click. I got very upset when there was a carving in the stone and somehow you could pick it up and leave a smooth stone behind. God! Mood! I hate that! It's one of the things that bothers me. Like, do I understand that it is that way for gameplay purposes? Yes. Is it aggravating? Also yes. Okay, I'm having trouble finding these. That's... Okay, so that thing was called a rosette. Again, a good example of how I know that this game is not made by Americans. A rosette is not a term we use much in the US, in general. Pipe, broom, and saw. Now, the broom can either be a tall... Oh, there we go. It is a tall broom this time. Nice. Okay. See, did you notice that that fucking pipe was in the decoration here? Amazing. Okay, and there's another saw somewhere. The saw could be any type of saw, by the way. In no way... Oh, there we are. I got a flashlight. This place is messy. Alright, so now that we have a flashlight, I can do stuff down here. Whoa! Jesus Christ!
He couldn't... He isn't dead, is he?
I can't believe I got startled by this dumb-ass hidden object game because I forgot this happened. A murder or a suicide? I mean, it's staged to look like a suicide, if nothing else. There's a cork floating in the water, but it's out of my reach. Useless without a rope. Also, yeah, I think I should have probably mentioned this. Sleeping pills. There's death in this game. There's dead bodies in this game. I can't stand it any longer. I was blind like all the others. I see their faces all the time. Emerging from the darkness, they keep screaming, and I see that girl joining them. I could have helped. Thomas Walker, October 10th, 2011. It seems he felt guilty, but about what? What faces? I can't believe that startled me bad enough that I twitched and, like, clicked off the game. Amazing. Good job, game. But then again, the game's been so chill thus far that it kind of was startling. But yeah, so this is a murder mystery game, and there is gonna be death, and not really overt violence, but we are gonna see dead bodies. Is that the kitchen from House Moving Castle? I mean, it's messy enough, but it's not sparkly enough. I understand the confusion, though. Okay, microphone, tambourine, hatchet. Do I need an alibi? I don't think my character needs an alibi. I don't think I need an alibi. Let's see, that's the hatchet. Much appreciated, though. Okay, I'm gonna be lazy. Okay, that was the tambourine. Microphone. Where is there a microphone? Ah! Snowflake. Okay, that's just my kitchen. I mean, you're not wrong, bud. I do enjoy the fact that there's very many rubber ducks. So I just got a hatchet. What madness drove him to this? Okay. The only thing he did... Okay, never mind. There's a dead man in the basement, and a suicide note. Why would he take his own life? I saw a man at the gas station standing near the missing persons ad. Apparently he was just as surprised. He suddenly tore down the ad and ran into the woods. Okay, I can go to the... There's something else to do in the chapel, so let's go there. Steal his arm? I mean... Listen. It's organic. That arm is. I think, if I remember correctly, I think there's a ton of dead bodies down here. Not strong enough. A heavier tool or something to lift the planks up would be good. Okay. Was that all it wanted me to do in here? Was move that? No. There's something left to do. I don't have all of the relief pieces yet. Alright, game, what do you want me to do? Oh, shit! I didn't notice those. Okay. This looks like a church belfry. With like a demonic clangor in a bell? Okay. Weird. Okay, so we're gonna want to go back to the hotel. And there's something up here. Ah, so the hatchet is for this, which I think is the bathroom, judging from this little sign. Okay. For whom the bell tolls. Okay, well, fortunately, I happen to have one of those. And this can be used to get the thing in the basement. There's no water in the pipes. Neat. The one place I'm not eager to inspect. Nope, no water inside. Well, they won't fall out anymore, but maybe they should have used a level. At least there's something in this place that doesn't look 50 years old. Oh, what's in here? Oh. Whoever repaired the pipes is too eager with the hacksaw. Leaky. No doubt this was the piece that needed to be replaced. 2 caps, 2 rings, 2 seals, and the replacement pipe. Okay, well. Great! Cool! I completely forgot about this. Okay, the retainer cap. Is that you? Yes. Gun in the toilet. Silent Hill logic. I mean, sounds about right, yeah. 1 replacement pipe to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. Okay, so now there's water. I can't quite reach it, and I don't have anything to reach it with yet. Alright, let's go down to the basement. I appreciate that, by the way, drawn on. Okay, so there's this floating cork. It was close, but the mug is too small. If only I had a larger container. Okay, because I guess the water just fucking evaporated when we poured it in. Okay, what else can be done? Okay, more stuff to do in the bathroom. Okay, a cloth. Dirty rag. Alright. Anything else up here? Yep. There is more to do. I'd probably have to wash my hands after using that soap. Irony. This place is so jank looking. Okay. Alright, so I'm assuming they want me to clean this dirty rag. Yep. I was right. Still something to do in here. I wonder what. Oh wait, no, that's not what I want to do. Okay, what do you want me to do? Okay, I guess I do still need to refill this with water regardless. Are we good now? Yes, thank you. Okay. Oh, there we go. This has nothing to do... What the heckity heck do you want me to do, game? Okay, but this has nothing to do... This has to do with the victim from 30 years ago, not the current victim. Whatever. So the missing girl is a teenager named Kate Barrows. And apparently she's in great danger. I must find her. What's more, a similar case from Maple Creek's past remains a mystery. If the disappearances are connected, then any knowledge of Hamilton's case may help me find Kate. Hamilton's case. I need to... Okay. Thanks, Okay, thanks, game. Okay. Where to go to next? Shara, I made shake and bake for the first time by myself. Kit, I am unironically proud of you.
Help me.
Oh, jeez. I think that's the boyfriend.
I remember now.
This is huge, because you never...
No! You were wrong! You're still in great danger!
We knew each other. And fairly well, it seems. I have to wake him up.
Kit, I am unironically proud of you. He does have a pulse. I can feel his breath on my hand. He's alive but unconscious. Maybe water would help. Okay, we're just gonna throw it on the man.
Detective, it's you. You're still... Thank good... Oh, I'm wounded. I don't have much time. Listen, the truth is not what it seems. Take the bag I tried to give you. These old files will make you understand. Don't waste time on me. You have to rescue Kate before it's too late. And save yourself. No. Not again.
Oh, jeez. That's not normal.
I have to go. He's calling.
His eyes like the
I
man
have to go. He's calling.
Lovely.
I have to go.
Yeah, thanks, kid.
He's...
His planet may very well need him, yes. Dress sock. Pillowcase. Which of these things is a pillowcase? Or no, glasses. Okay, billiard cue, so I can probably use that to get
That
that.
has to be the bag the wounded man told me about. Maybe I can reach it from the window.
Ah, crutter muffins.
Well, if that wasn't an ill-timed gust of wind. I remember now.
No! You were wrong! You're still in great danger!
He murdered them all! Can you imagine?
But it's not over yet! Here, take this! Inside are the answers to the remaining riddles.
Okay, can I actually pick things up now? This file looks old. Could it be his? Detective Hamilton's? All that's left of an old notebook. Will I find more notes around? Never absent, never late, no one. A sect? There must be something about this church. This house must break in. Is this house somehow important? Nothing but 2 empty sheets of paper left inside. They look very old. That is the last relief piece. I wish we could help this guy, but I don't think we can. Okay, my question is... Yep. Thought as much. There we go. You're a pain in the ass. Okay, these are not... These pieces are jank. Is that intentional? Of course it is. Ah, here you are. Yes. World's most irritating jigsaw puzzle. Yes. I'll come back to that. I love how it just healed itself without tape or anything. Okay. And that goes to the church gate. Ah, another hidden object. T-string, butterfly. Some random clicking to start with, and then we'll start proper. There always has to be a random clicking phase because there's just too many things to hunt and pack, so to speak. Hammer, T-string, suitcase, star. Well, star. Oh, it was correct. Suitcase. Hammer and T-stringer. Alright. Hammer and nails to fix the... this? Yes. Oh! The secret hideout. A boathouse? I haven't seen any lakes or rivers around. Oh, it said an open box and the code is visible. I need $1 in order to use that. But it looks like there's more hidden object stuff here. Okay, nothing pertinent. An old floppy disk. You know, it is thanks to the humble floppy disk that I still have my first ever story writings from when I was like maybe 8 or 9 in digital format. We were given yes, it was, actually I might have been 10. We were given an old Windows 98 PC by a cousin of ours. And I wrote my first ever story on that old thing. And I still have the documents. Specifically due to a floppy disk. Arrow and gear. So I assume by gear it means like a mechanical gear. Oh, arrow. They stick stuff in such tricky places. Oh, gear, yes. Hook and rope, okay. Well, let's see. Anything else I should do on this side of town? Yes, there is something left to do here. Oh, speaking of which. According to a note from my boss, a private eye named Richard Hamilton disappeared in Hamilton Creek 30 years ago. in the summer of 1980 while investigating a disappearance from that same year. The injured man mentioned some bag they tried to give me before. Not sure what he meant, but he said the contents of the bag would make everything clear. I remember, he had it in his hand when we spoke earlier. I've got to find out what's inside that bag. I found the bag with old case files inside. Unfortunately, the wind has scattered almost all of them. What info do they contain? Maybe I can find some of those files. Speaking of which, the citizens place great faith in the local preacher, yet the man makes me uneasy. It's the same guy. Someone surely thought the preacher warranted a closer look. That must have been what the game wanted me to find here. Yep, nothing else to do. Alright, well, let's go to the tree. Okay, nope. Not where I wanted to go. The other direction. The tree! Ah. A natural rock or monument? Okay. I still have one. I gotta find out whatever is missing there. Oh! Here we are. Richard Hamilton, the one my boss mentioned in his note. So this was some of his notes from back then. Yep. Ah. New evidence deduction available. Not you. This has to be Hamilton's file. I bet he took the old folders, the old photos I keep finding. Yes, the folder must belong to Detective Hamilton. And he, too, was searching for a missing woman in Maple Creek. If I follow his files, I might just get to the bottom of this. And I find Kate before it's too late. Okay, where's the next... Okay, that's what I thought. I gotta go back to my balcony in my character's room. Because I can go down... Now that I have...
That's my evidence wall, but that's not my handwriting.
God, that's scary. Focus on the bell, detective. When you're done, meet me by the statue. The bell? Its toll gives me the creeps, as does the entire church. There's something about this place. Statue? What could it be? If I'm to meet this guy, I have to know what the statue is. And I do want to meet him. Who is he? What's he up to? So speaking of statue, we just found that. The rock is reminiscent of a human figure. Could it be the statue? The bell... Oh wait, that's... Oh, not the bell. These are for the preacher, so... Right, well... To the backyard. I guess I should keep this shape in mind. It must have fallen from my balcony during the storm. This is a very crowded hidden object scene. It's chewing gum, white grapes. Tricky to see. Knife, rake, shoe. That's a knife. Shoe, phone receiver, chewing gum. By receiver, it means the part that you actually speak to, I believe. But I can't seem to find it. Oh, it's because it was in the dark. Alright, chewing gum. Might have to wait for the clue again for this one. Because to be frank, the chewing gum could look like just about anything. Yep. Oh, that's the shoe. Damn it! I forgot that we hadn't. I forgot I hadn't found the shoe. Alright. The music in this is pretty impressive. Like I said, this is definitely... Artifex Mundi's hidden object games do tend to be better crafted than a lot of others. The Burb! Hi, Burb. Crowbar. Oh, this... I can get to the... The footprints are the only evidence of the break-in. Locked. The key must be somewhere in the house. Just a short walk along that rural road and I'll be there. Okay, back up to the balcony. I need to go back to the church.
He's gone. I don't understand. The man was terribly wounded.
He's very much possessed. Alright, so to let y'all know, I'm pretty sure there's dead bodies down here. I think there is an owl periodically. We encountered an owl earlier. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's corpses in here, my dudes. Heads up. Given... Only murderers hide bodies under the floor. There's so many. The University of Vermont. That's funny for reasons me and the Vermont crew know. Smith, Emily B. Emily Smith, the girl from the old newspaper clipping. She wasn't lost, but murdered. This is for the thingo at the church. I'm down there. Look, it's me. Okay. Okay. Victims. Emily Smith, the girl in the old newspaper article. 30 years ago, Vermont, July 14th, 1980. Her body lies there in the chapel under the floor, together with many others. Only murderers hide bodies under the floor. All of them must have been murdered then. The question is... who is the murderer? Don't laugh, I'm a skeleton man. Bodies in the chapel? Yep, that's enough to make the preacher my prime suspect. Apparently, Hamilton was investigating the preacher. Is it the same man as in this photo? Who else would have buried the bodies in the chapel, protected by a complex lock? Bodies hidden in the chapel. Yes, this is enough to peg the preacher as my prime suspect. I need proof now, like the murder weapon. Since I suspect the preacher of murder, finding him is my first priority. I can't seem to find him in Maple Creek. He might have hidden somewhere, but where? Labeled as a secret hideout, it could be his. I love the art in this game. It makes me think of Nancy Drew games. I mean, yeah. Actually, Bun just said that earlier. This made her want to play some of the Nancy Drew games. Okay, now that I have the last piece to this giant gate. Oh. I had forgotten about this. I hate these puzzles. Has there been rust magically removed from somewhere with oil yet? It doesn't feel like a hidden object game without that. You are correct. I actually mentioned earlier that we were undoubtedly, because the crashed car that our character had also at one point had a, there's dripping acid. So obviously we're going to collect that acid and use it somewhere soon. Like, that's just how these games work. The internal logic of them remains the same. Okay, I hate these puzzles. I really do. I'm just gonna skip it. I don't know why, but I'm terrible at these puzzles. Sir? Excuse? Are you a vampire, sir? That's true. In one game I saw lemon juice used. Not sure how that would have worked. Yeah, not in real life, certainly. There must be a stairway leading to the belfry in that tower. Okay, so first we're gonna do the hidden object stuff. But no, you're absolutely correct. I think I'd forgotten that oil magically being able to remove rust was absolutely a thing in, like, every one of these games. Gargoyle? Lightning? Owl? Button? Urn and gargoyle. Oh, well, there's a gargoyle. Where's the urn? I ain't got time for that. Oh, it's hidden anyway. Chisel. Okay. Uh-oh. Intense music. The townsfolk all gathered in the church, entranced in a dark prayer. Who has entranced them? Or what? I am assuming the preacher. The preacher? The bell. It seems the bell served as a medium to somehow control the citizens of Maple Creek, entrancing them and summoning them to the church for some dark prayers. I have to silence the bell to free them. Ooh, dark prayer? I came back at a juicy bit. One of us. One of us. One of us. I'd rather not go any further. These people look scary. Okay, so let's see. So, I'm trying to think of... Okay, so I do need to do more stuff in here. Alright, where do you... Oh. Right, okay, well now we need to go to the backyard. So long story short, we're still part of this murder mystery. We found in this chapel here, there was a bunch of corpses under the floorboards. And we're pretty sure the preacher is involved. Churches are very interesting. I love them for for cultural reasons. I think they're a really good example of how history interacts with culture. I love how this bird doesn't care that we're rifling through a bunch of shit. He's just chilling. The burb! The crow, he just chillin'. But yes, welcome home, or welcome back, Brian. I assume that closing the store went well. My gambit of random clicking isn't working as well this time. Pill package, beret. That's not a beret. That's a beret. Rope, bat, pocket watch. Da burb. Da burb. Sometimes in these games you have someone or something, like a cat or a monkey or something, that's along with you that can interact with the environment in really specific ways. That's another hidden object thingo. Oh, bat. Herp. Okay, rope and pill package. When it says pill package, I don't know if that means, like, I don't know. We've already established that what they mean and what is actually there sometimes are very distinctly weird things. Now, where's the heckin' rope? It did. My gremlins were extra fiery. Really felt like a tired basset hound tonight, but it was nice seeing them. Yeah, I mean, you're basically herding cats. Well, that's the package, and I think this is the rope. Yes! Okay. Where to next? The basement? Oops. Right, I can't go through the door because that entire space is collapsed. Because this place was apparently...
This isn't how I remember it. Someone's been here and examined the body.
Oh yeah, someone committed suicide and they're just here now. And my keyboard is back. Oh, poor kid. Okay, so now that I have a rope, I can bring this with me. That's good. Someone's been here and examined the body. Who and why? I suppose I should have put some kind of, like, content warning on this stream, but to be frank, I haven't played this game in years and I'd forgotten about most of the details. I think all but a couple of you missed where there was, the coming into this basement and finding the corpse was a little bit of a jump scare. And I twitched and yelled a little bit about it. Oh, by the way, because this is at least a decade old, if I exit out of, or not even exit, if I click off of the game, the sound goes with it. Okay, that wasn't fair. Leaf? Really? That wasn't fair. That was quite the spook, I would agree. I've seen far worse in terms of gore and spoopy in games like these. I was fine coming back to where you were, and I'm a little scaredy cat. Yeah. Well, this is the Twitch website. Dang nabbit! I walked right into that one. Okay, I'm looking for the last of a set of gloves. Ah! There we are. Oh shit, I still got a dustpan. I thought that... I keep thinking I have the last item and then the game is like, Alright, come on, hint, help me. That doesn't look like a dustpan to me. That just looked like a shadow. Okay, the key. Where was there something else with a lock? Map, help me. Ah, the backyard. Oh yeah, to be able to go to the house. But there we go. Why did it have to make that noise? Useless, there's a crack in the bottom. Locked. Seems everyone's gone somewhere. Oh, not what I meant to do. This old rickety fence somehow fits this picturesque landscape. The rope is wrapped tightly around the branch. I do have garden shears. That's not what it wants. Chisel? Nope. Okay. Well, first things first. You know, I've seen places in real life like this. So, Kit, you missed the part where, we were kind of making fun of the game a little bit at the very start because this is set in, Maple Creek, Vermont, and they dropped Montpelier and Burlington. Alright, time for a Dislike Dailies, mostly lurking, but I have a way to watch your stream and play at the same time without a dual monitor. Strong, independent person energy. Well, thank you, Brian. You do you. Do what you gotta to have a good time. What does it mean by... Okay, COG probably is something more like one of the ones that goes into a clock. This place is just so... This one is so, like, crowded that I'm having a hard time finding anything. Okay, pliers, tape, tie, camera. Well, there's a tie right here. Camera. The problem is, do you mean like an old school camera, or do you mean like one of those little disposable cameras? And by tape, do you mean measuring tape? Or do you mean, like, duct tape? Whatever that was, I didn't even see it. Okay, camera is what is left. I have a second cousin in Vermont, but him and his family are moving to Colorado. Yeah, Tori, Bun, and I... Or sorry, no, Tori, Bun, Brian, and Kit, we all spent a good chunk of time in Vermont. Or rather, Bun has been to Vermont and is friends with the rest of us who lived in Vermont for a while. I lived in Vermont for a while. My buddy from South Carolina, Alan, keeps asking when I'm bringing back a moose for him to ride. Listen, if he knew anything about moose, he wouldn't ask that question. Do not bring a moose. No water. Possibly they've just turned it off due to the first frost. Is there? That's a person. Excuse me. Hello? Nothing but wet leaves inside. How do you know that? We haven't gone over there. There's a narrow gap. Something thin could raise it up. Good thing I have a chisel. Okay, we're just gonna break and enter. MBD. That'd be really fun at the TSA checkpoint. Okay, so... puzzle. I scrambled for my tablet to type that. I mean, that's valid, Tori. Looks like they were just about to have an evening snack. Snack? Probably a family member. Hey! Fuck off! I have a strange feeling I'm being watched. I can see something behind the grate. Hey! Okay, there is still something for me to do in here. Oh. Oh, I hate these. I might have to skip this one. I hate these. This is my emotional support moose. It just took out a Starbucks kiosk. They're out of almond milk. Yeah, I don't think you're getting past TSA with an emotional support moose. Sorry. Alright, Alright, no, I'm definitely skipping this because I don't like these. I don't find them enjoyable. If it were any other type of puzzle, I might consider it, but I fucking hate these. I hate these. I was like, skim milk? Dying at my own typo. Yeah, that's valid. Yeah, no, I'm skipping this. I hate these. Okay. Officer for Independence, J.S. Collins. Okay. Runes and numbers. A code of some sort? Could any of these books carry some important information? Okay, apparently we're not going to address that. A test tube? Man, if I could do it for you, I would in a heartbeat. I appreciate that, Bun. I'm really not good at these specific ones, and I dislike them. Okay, so along Country Lane to the farm. Ah! I wonder if the arrangement of these candles is somehow important. AKA, that's gonna be a thing for later. Not a good idea. The dog seems too aggressive. Well, the dog was calmly sitting at its kennel. Which means we're gonna have to get food for this dog. Oh. This is, I think, where we have to...
I remember now. I've been here once before.
Neat. The knife is tightly jammed between the cover and the body of the box. Looks like it's missing a toy soldier. Okay, which means we're gonna have to do that puzzle before we can get the knife. Ooh, chalk. Maybe we'll draw arcane runes or do a magical containment circle. Maybe. I'm going to need a shovel to move this much dirt, and we don't have one of those. Or, never mind, we do. I thought we had a pitchfork, not a shovel. Ah, fun. This is a much prettier version of the maps me and my brother used to make of the areas around our house. Something rock, okay. Okay, so you guys are all in the correct spots. Good to know. Out, statue rock. This is more like it. Indeed human-shaped. There may be many ponds in the woods around. Many of the woods here are rather dark. An old child's map. Just fancy, or could the marked spots be real? Okay. There are runes on this piece of paper. They resemble those depicted in the sketch of the bell. Oops, no, no, come back! I clicked too quickly. But there's runes on there! Why doesn't that go there? I don't know. What do you want from me? Okay, what do you want from me here? Come on, work with me. Oh, the statue. There's a figure on the map drawn by a child's hand, and it's captioned statue. It's exactly like the rock in this photo. This might be the meeting venue. Maybe I could use a telescope on the tower to spot the rock in my route? Look for that rock. Which means I need $1. Okay. Anything left to do here? Yes. Okay, what more do you want me to do here? Because I don't have a toy soldier. Oh. Wind-up key is broken. Herpaderp. Still blocked. Possibly I should insert the missing soldier first. See, I fucking told you, bud. Alright, well, let's go back to the crash site to begin with, I suppose. Wait. Okay, the house. The house is what we want to go back to first. Ah, because a hidden object. It is rather ironic that these are some of my least favorite parts of hidden object games, is the actual hidden object scene and parts. Canteen. Now we need a hammer and a lizard. Oh, there's plenty of tools around. No, that's a hatchet. I assume the lizard is going to be, like, etched into, like, the wood somewhere or something, rather than a real lizard. Given that we are in, you know, New England. Ah, I was correct. It was just art of a lizard. Lastly, a hammer. And this kind of looks like a hammer, but I guess it's not. Alright, well, oh, it's right the fuck there. Okay, thanks. Glass cleaner. Where do you want me to use the glass cleaner? On the telescope, probably. Okay. Maybe they should call these hoarders object games. I mean, you're not wrong, is the thing. Ooh, test tube! I was right! We are going to use the acid! You know, which glows green, despite the fact that in real life acid is more often than not, like, colorless. I won't be able to see anything until I clean the lens. Glass cleaner. Clean rag. It's all coming together. And $1. Okay, it works, but I'll have to pay to see something. Alright, well. Now, I do believe I have to go back to the church. In the old photo, the trapdoor is open. I better examine it again.
This is the dagger that man stole from my room.
If there are fingerprints on the handle, the dagger will be damning evidence. A few candles are missing. Is there actual arrangement of any importance? The answer is yes. This is a hidden object game. Evidence. Suspect? Oh, no, murder weapon. A ritual dagger. Blood stains its blade. It must have served in some dark rituals. What for? And where? I get the feeling... they're not gonna let me do it. Crime scene? Crime scene. Nope. Okay, the moi do way pun. Okay, they want me to do something out here. What the fuck do they want me to do? No, they want me to go... It's here that I gotta do something. Oh! Grappling hook, right. MVD, just damaging, you know, priceless artifacts. Strange. The mechanism is damaged and doesn't work, but the bell keeps ringing. The bell is even creepier in person. This clapper. This yoke looks seriously rusty. It can barely hold the bell. Ha 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 ha! Hello, Acid. 'Cause it works exactly that way. That's what it's called. I always called it the donger. Honestly, donger's as good a word as any, frankly. I hope this church loses its tax-exempt status because of demonic rituals. Ah, something to find. See, I prefer these ones that are slightly less crowded and therefore less overwhelming. I'm also a lazy creature. Okay, we just need a broom. Where is our broom? I'm too lazy for this. Clapper, dongle, same thing. I mean, honestly, yeah, any word's as good as any unless you're trying to be precise.
What the... How'd I get here? And where's the preacher? I've been coming here every day for years. And he's always here. Well, I was home, talking to my late wife's memory, when the storm broke. That's the last thing I can recall.
What kind of accent are you supposed to have, sir?
Oh, I feel so weak. Legs wobbling like a newborn calf's. Like something just drained the life from me. But about that girl you're looking for. I saw her a few times with the boy from the farm west of my house. Watched them two right from my balcony.
Well, at least you said farm right for this part of the country. Remember, if you want to say it in true Vermont or New England style, you gotta leave out the R's.
This sure feels like waking up from a bad dream.
Okay. Gotta go back to my restroom. Or to my... I mean, it is a room in which I rest. No, I meant the guest room. Ah, because hidden object time. If all of my shit was out and about like this, I think I would have to, I feel like I would be compelled to put it to rights before I get back to the investigation. And that's why I'm not a detective. One of many reasons, really. I would be too prone to wanting to bitch slap a suspect, to be honest, if they were being a douchebag. I barely get away, like, I barely get by with not wanting to, or with not bitch slapping people that are nasty to me in person. That was an exclamation mark? I didn't even see it. Okay, it says elephant. Okay. Mouse. Okay, that kind of mouse. Not a mouse. And coins. Ah, is this the money I need for the telescope? Yes. How fucking far over does this damn thing go? Oh, hello, is that you? Nope, that was a tree. Alright, I'm not having any trouble. I'm not having any luck finding this, I'm just skipping it. Okay, it was up there? How was I supposed to find that? That must be the rock. I gotta find a reference point. The old oak. The rock is just north of it, so I should head north on the tourist trails. This is not the route. I think I remember how now. Yes.
The meeting place should be just north of here.
Ah, good thing I found this compass.
There's some sort of rock formation up ahead. Could it be the one from the photo?
Regular night trips? Where to, preacher? The preacher sneaking away in the night? Where to and why? The historical marker claims the rock shape is natural. That's hard to believe. It's supposed to be that rock. The guy should be waiting somewhere around. Deep into...
I won't get anywhere without a map or some other clue.
Okay. Just gonna steal some shit for this. A pile of leaves isn't suspicious. The axe's handle is broken. Alright, so I'm gonna have to... Is this Detective Hamilton?
Detective, so nice of you to finally drop by. Can I interest you in something to eat? Polish sausage, perhaps? It tastes Polish.
Who are you? Why did you leave me that message?
I want to help you, but there's one condition. No questions. I see you've handled the bell nicely on your own. Now, my unsolicited advice is to stay focused on the church. Search it like you haven't got a prayer. Because, let's face it, you don't. Hurry, you can still save Kate. And by the way, you might find this handy.
Suspicious motherfucker. Ah, one of the... Ah, for the dog!
Shouldn't you be searching for Kate? Shouldn't you be the church, detective? Really? My personal the church.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Searching for Kate?
I spoke with the stranger in the cabin. However, any spark of hope I had to learn something about him was immediately crushed. I think there's more to this guy than meets the eye. Not only does he know about Kate, but also he seems to have arcane knowledge of this place. He gave me a candle that will supposedly help me explore the church for more clues. How could he know this? I bet he's the guy I saw at the gas station. If he wants to help me as much as he says he does, then why did he tear down that poster? It appears he's playing his own game here. Okay, back to the statue. Okay, there's something to do here. What to do here? Anyone with sausages is probably trustworthy. If you say so. That looks like... Oh, it's just a branch. Alright. The branches are too high for me to fish down that paper. A branch? Nope, that won't work. But... I can now go bribe that dog. Hey, Bupper. Have a snack. Hey, buddy. The handbrake keeps the tractor stationary, which means... Why am I taking this apart? Useless, the chain is broken. Alright, I'm assuming that I'm gonna have to get this to get that tree out of the front of the covered bridge later. Alright. Alright. Yeah. By the way, tonight I'm going until I finish this game. Because it shouldn't be a crazy amount longer. These games are relatively short. Hey, kitty. Keyboard and pitchfork. What do you mean by keyboard? As... Oh, well, that kind of keyboard, I guess. A hacksaw. No car keys. Do I need to steal a car anyway? Maybe later. This guy has multiple keyboards. Full or empty? The smell of gas isn't too pleasant. Whether or not, I bet you anything we're gonna have to steal that car. This person, I'm pretty sure this is the old man's farm. And, or it might not be his home, it might be the place where the girl's boyfriend lives. Either way, it's a hell of a mess. Hey Sandra, I hope your day's going well. Why is there a tennis racket in here? Oh, I didn't even register that it needed a license plate. Get it? Register, license plate. Ayy. Actually, that was completely unintentional. Oh, that's where the tennis racket is. Okay, rolling pin, kerchief, ruler. At least the rolling pin actually belongs in the kitchen. I love how this cleaver is just casually in the table. No, I didn't even... Shame on me. I was assuming that it was sitting somewhere, you know, normally, like a rolling pin sits when affected by gravity, horizontally. And that's my first mistake dealing with these games. And of course, when it comes to rulers, it's never clear whether or not they're talking about a tape ruler or a regular ruler. Kerchief, and now we've just got the ruler left. Yeah, I'm glad you're having a good day, Sandra. They like to hide the rulers in, like, some of the straight areas. But, I ain't straight, so, I'm gonna cheat. Scrap leather. Interesting. Anything left to do here? Nope. Okay, so I guess let's get back to the tree. Ah, more hidden object stuff. Oh, hi, raccoon. Bracket fungus. You? Okay, yeah. Okay, you know what? Fair. That did kind of look like... I guess it kind of looked like some kind of bracket. I guess I can get it. Again, one of the ways that I know that, this was either not made by Americans or possibly someone from Europe, because we don't use those words, or at least aren't familiar with bracket fungus. And a dumbbell. Well, I'm too lazy to look for it, so... Oh, here we are. See, you sneaky bastards! I thought those were the wheels. To the tree. Are you coming to the tree? Nope, wrong place. There's something here. Oh, right. That did, in fact, come in handy eventually. Okay, do I have to go back to the church? Nope. I have to go back to the statue. Apparently. hacksaw branch? What, do I stick it? Oh, okay. What purpose does that serve? Am I missing so- I'm so confused. Okay. Lock picks. Alright, where do we have to pick? Alright, I assume it's gonna prompt me to go back to the church. Right, because this was locked.
Man, this sure feels like waking up from a bad dream.
Okay. Oh. I didn't even register there's a graveyard to go to. A nice room. Book by J.S. Collins. Photographer surely thought one of those books were important facts. We already got that book. Okay, so that's what we need. Strange, there's no lock on the gate. I can see something behind the ivy. Garden shears, there we are. It's like a slot for something. Pendant? Oh, it's probably this, the brass wedge, but I gotta get the rest of the parts. Okay. Okay, well, let's go ahead. Doop. Okay, so medium, small, tall, medium, tall. Yay! I did it! Okay, hidden object time. Well, clearly someone was just here for these lights, for stuff to be, for candles to still be lit. Where's the pen I'm looking for? Swan, which means a figurine or it's etched on something. Coffee beans. Oh, okay. Shell. What kind of shell? A bullet shell or a seashell? I need to head out. Thank you for a lovely stream and good company. Thank you, Dronon. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate... Honestly, it's nice to have another lover of these games around. The full video will be on my YouTube channel, which is linked in my About page. I'll probably put that up, possibly not tonight, but probably tomorrow if you wanted to see the game in its entirety. But, again, thank you so much for popping by. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I love how... Okay. Our hidden object game. And a shell. Again, shell casing or a seashell? Man, I'm lazy. That looked like a seashell. Metal figurine. That's not the toy soldier, though. Damn, he's managed to escape. If he turns me in, they'll find the bodies. I have to move them, but where? No doubt it's the murderer who wrote this. There's a spot by the lake marked on the map, and then another one still deeper into the forest. September 17, 2011. My flocks began to wake up. Thomas Walker's not a threat. He's the next one to go insane. But that farmer's son, he's smart enough to sound the alarm. I need fresh life force. Yeah, sounds like we definitely found this nutjob's place. Okay. The brass... Oh, this is that. Okay. Slots missing. Oh! The clapper. But these two are still missing. Okay, so I'm missing one more. Creature's hideout? New code? Okay, I'm missing something. Oh, there we go. He must have a hideout in the outskirts of town. Could this be it? A boathouse on the lake shore? There is a spot marked next to a lake on the map I found in the church. I can find the trailhead from the rock. Alright. Where to next, game? Back to the statue, then.
First left, then right, twice left, right again, and I should be there.
Yeah! Complete the loss if I had the proper tools. Fortunately! Oh, you're gonna be a douchebag about this, huh? Ah, my timing's off. Dang it. No point in wasting my time. I missed the first one. It wouldn't let me click. What the heck? Okay, what is wrong with this? Because it's having a hard time letting me click. Why is it spazzing on this? Like, I will figure this out. Okay, it requires very firm button presses, apparently. Ooh, what's this? Oh, never mind, that's back. The box is open in Hamilton's photo. According to the diagram, this is used to melt resin. Matches. Now, I don't have to do this yet because I don't have resin. But... yeah, that's the only thing I can do there. Bucket and... Andy? What the fuck is Andy? Game? this Andy? Oh, the word Andy. Okay. I got real confused for a moment there. Ah, you know where we can use that bucket? Get some water from that sink to get that cork in the basement. Padlock this stuff should be sawed through fairly easily. Ma'am, how do you know that? Well, fortunately we have a thingo. Hacksaw. Leaking full of water, can't use it until the hole is filled. Okay, and that's where the cork is gonna come in handy, and that's also where the resin is gonna come in handy. Okay. Well, first things first. Okay, what else do you want me to do in here? Oh. Don't know why that didn't occur to me, but okay. A+, good job, me. Alright, first things first, let's go back to the motel. There's the cork. And time for more hidden object. The fact that I have not yet been able to collect the many rubber duckies offends me. Why isn't that one of my objectives? I want to collect the duckies. Probably because they're too easy to find. They're a red herring of sorts. Okay. Okay, how is this not a bulb? This is a Christmas bulb. Okay, where is there an onk? It's gotta be either a physical object or etched onto something. Well. I'm so dumb. It's right in the design, and they've already done this to me before. Okay, bulb and hat. No idea what kind of bulb this could possibly be. Could be a glass bulb. Could be... Oh. Well, there's a hat. Could be a plant bulb. What is it? Oh, it is a glass bulb. Okay. For what, pray tell? Okay, let's get to the boathouse then. Oh wait, wrong way. Okay, right, I need the resin. Oh, there's still something to do in here, it seems. Oh, duh. Where's that? Not you. 6. It says that the code is visible, but I'm having a very hard time reading it. 60913. Yeah! Okay, and that's for the basement. Oh my. This box doesn't look too solid. Resin! Yay! Screwdriver? No. A painting of a ritual murder. Is something poking through the canvas? I don't know. Let's see. Let's get the glass shard out. Okay. Crime scene. The painting depicts a sinister ritual setting. This must be the crime scene. In the shape at the top of the picture, I recognize it. The ritual halls must be somewhere beneath. I must find the way to get there. It's probably, might be able to get there from the, that place in the graveyard. Yeah, let's get back to the boathouse. Oops, wrong way. We need something to transport, inject the resin. But, resin, it's gonna, like, cool, like, immediately, isn't it? Alright, went and loved on Jay before bedsies. I'm being naughty and staying up late. You should get a good rest. Obviously, I would love you to stick around, but if you got work in the morning, you should go to sleeps, Brian. Like midnight, my definition of edgy. Alright, so let's sail to the other side of the lake. Alright.
I remember now.
Oh no, you're being a stubborn bean tonight? Alright. Oh. Our character has
Detective! Here! Here, take this. Inside are the answers to the remaining riddles.
Oh, both of y'all get hit by fucking lightning? Okay.
I was running, then the car crash, the man. But still, what exactly happened by these rocks?
I told Jeff I'm not up before 12 to not be alarmed. It's my first 2-day weekend in months. Don't I know that feel? Blood? And a rope cut into pieces. It reminds me of something, but I can't fully recall. It reminds me of the fucking murder scene, bud, that we just saw hints of. Moss covers the markings on this stone. Screwdriver? Okay, what do you want me to do? Light it on fire? Use a pendant to scrape it off? What precise— oh. Sarah, Nor'easter ain't the time for a lore dump. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, so now we have all the pieces of that thing. So let's go back to the boathouse. And then the graveyard. Oh, the pieces we just got must be from, the thing we need to get into the graveyard, that vault. Well, I will endeavor to be done this game before midnight then, Brian. Should be able to. We're not crazy far away, I don't think. These games aren't super long. I mean, they're worth it. They're a good chunk of hours, but fur cap? Where fur cap? There, fur cap! Excuse me, why can't... Okay, there we are. It wouldn't let me click on it. Okay, well, we just got a scraper for this very purpose. I've already seen these runes on that torn sheet of paper. Yep. Okay, let's get back to the graveyard. Whoops. Well, that's either Kate is a corpse or the previous victim. Oh, Kate's alive.
Kate Burrows, are you all right? I'm here to rescue you.
My character's about to get... Okay.
That old preacher did this. I don't even know what he wanted from me.
He wanted your life force, babe.
He might still be lurking around. I need to get you out of Maple Creek, but my car's broken down and the CB radio's just broken.
Can't we phone someone? And what about the others?
No one will help us now, and the phone lines are down from the storm.
Have you seen my boyfriend? He has a car.
I'll go look for him.
Pretty sure he
You
might
go
be
hide
dead.
and wait for us at the gas station. And whatever you do, don't get found.
Thanks. Thanks, character. That's reassuring to this poor kid. I'm not budging as the lid seems mechanical. Alright, well, time to search for things in a dusty old vault. This won't be a problem. Also, did y'all notice that remember that preacher? The picture of him looks exactly the same as it did 30 years ago? From Hamilton's Thingo? And now we're just looking for a poker. Is that it? Yay! Axe handle. Where was the axe? Was it outside the farm? It was at the cabin where we found the mysterious man's... Oh. He must be the young man I spoke with, but I don't know where he is. I found her. The preacher kept Kate locked in a tomb. I need to get Kate out of Maple Creek. The villain might still be in town, and thanks to the storm I can't call for help and my car is wrecked. However, Kate thinks her boyfriend can help. I asked Kate to wait for me at the gas station. I need to find her boyfriend and his car. Nope, not what I meant, not the button I clicked. Right, it's the other direction. To the cabin. Oh! Hello again, sir.
He didn't see me and he left his cabin open. Lucky day.
babe. The handle is missing. Is there something to do here, or do I wait? Nope, there definitely is something for me to do in there. Ah! A pendant. I'm so close. Emily, I won't give up. Emily, is this the girl Detective Hamilton was looking for? From our first kiss, 02/02/1976 to forever. It's him, Detective Richard Hamilton, and the woman, Emily? I knew it! Fishing rod? What purpose does that have? When we came back to the cabin, I spied him leaving. If I want to learn more about him, now's the time to snoop. Well, we did. My assumption was correct. Emily, the lost girl Detective Hamilton was looking for. Apparently, she wasn't just the subject, they were lovers. It's him. The stranger I spoke with is Richard Hamilton. I need to know what he's up to. I'm so close, Emily. I won't give up. I need to search the cabin thoroughly. Oh. Okay, time to snoop. Time to go through this poor man's things. Because if he went missing 30 years ago, that means he's, like, probably spent the last 30 years trying to figure this out. That begs the question, though. What has he 100%... Because other girls went missing from 1980 to now, didn't they? Or is it just once every 30 years that this happens? Because it happened in, like, 1930, and then 1980. Oh, I forget. I need patats. Where are the patats? There are the patats. I have a bad feeling that something bad's gonna happen to Mr. Hamilton. Oh yes, these specific types of traps are always an interesting addition to these games. Yikes, looks like someone already tried this and failed. Yeah, going into someone's basement, never a good idea. Hey kiddo.
About time, Detective. That wacko locked me up when he realized I'd uncovered his secret. You got that bag with the files, right? They're all his. Richard Hamilton's. He's been living here for all these years, spying on that preacher. We all thought he was just some quirky hermit. Looks like we've been had.
You haven't been
I'm not
had.
sure what Hamilton's up to, but he's not gonna stop. The man's dangerous.
And into dressing wounds? But never mind, I found
I was gonna
Kate.
say, at least he treated
Thank
this guy's
goodness.
wounds.
Is she all right? Is she safe?
Not yet. We have to get her out of town.
I've got a car, but it's parked far away. I'll never make it.
Then go to the gas station and find Kate. I'll get the car.
It's on my farm. Here, take the keys, and hurry.
Ah, for the chainsaw. Oh, okay. Ah! The screwdriver finally showed up. Or a use for it, rather. Remember the date. Oh, shit, 02/02/1976. Hamilton must have been spying on the preacher for how long? Found in his house, what could it be? Anything else to do in here? Upstairs, yes. Ah, more hidden objects. do appreciate the music in this game so far, though. It's simple, but effective. Jack handle? What the fuck is a jack handle? Is that... Oh, for a jack? Like, for, like, a tire jack? There we are. And I assume we're gonna have to do some work on the car then. Alright, well, let's go back to the... Is there something I did here? Yes. Ooh, I have the toast. Oh, fishing rod. I was wondering what we were going to use that for. Ah! Found in his hideout. Okay, so that's,
The murder weapon. It's gone. Stolen. Hamilton?
I'm sorry. My character just left it in her room at the hotel after it was already stolen once? Oh my god. There's something for me to do in here, isn't there? Didn't it say there was? Nope. Crypt. Secret chamber. Ah. But that wasn't just a sickle, that was a hammer and sickle. Don't just call it a sickle, you know what that was, game! I also love how we've got the Freemason symbol over here. At least I think that's what that is. What's next? Are we gonna find the Illuminati? Okay, tassel and glove. Okay, well there's the tassel. Now where's the glove? Should be crumbled up in some corner or something. Or it could be right in front of my face and I still wouldn't see it. Oh no, it is in the dark, where I would never have found it on my own. Yeah, there is something for me to do in here. The axe? Okay. Why did I just take a whole candelabra? Okay. Oh, it's for the tomb. Alright. I assume? Well, first things first. The hidden object part of this feels somewhat tertiary to the rest of it. It's really just a way to slow you down. Otherwise, you'll zip through the story too quickly. I don't dislike it. It just feels... And it doesn't even necessarily feel forced, because we definitely need more stuff to proceed. It's just an interesting way to use it, I suppose. Oh shit, I didn't even notice that. That was the same color as the table. What the heckity? Ah, well. They make stuff tricky for a reason. Now I'm just looking for the brass wedge, which obviously is a triangle, and the symbol of Venus. So last time I was in here, we were searching for the symbol of Mars and had found it. I found Pisces. Oh. Herp. And of course, removing it leaves back a nice, smooth surface. Like what, Dronon was saying. Where'd the wedge be? Oh. Thank goodness for the hint button. I assume yes. Okay, we have to get a bunch of demonics. It says demonic symbol. Bless this mess. Okay. Go back up to the church. To the crypt. Ah, right. Oh, what the heck? Numbers to rotate the wheel and spot the password below. Rotate clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm gonna be real with y'all. My ass is gonna skip this. I do not enjoy these puzzles. Spell out the password below. Where is the password? Okay, maybe that word from the painting. What? Oh. Asmodai. AKA the name of a demon, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Now that I get it a little bit more. 4. 5, 6, 7. Crutter muffins! Oh, never mind, I did it right. Okay. 2, 3. Yeah, I did it without having to... Okay, that's the last piece of the rune puzzle. I've already seen them on that rock at the hilltop. The numbers might be the key, but I can't make use of them until I activate these runes somehow. Babe, how do you know that? Okay, where to next? Back to the car. Ah. Binoculars and a question mark. Question mark? Binoculars? Question mark, where? Oil. Hey, we're getting to... Oh, there's gotta be something rusty for us to use the oil on to remove the rust. This is just how the game goes. Ah, more hidden object stuff. As to be anticipated. Okay. Did you notice how in the background of the music just then it had the bell ringing? I'd like to know whose bell it's ringing, given that we pretty conclusively not only tore down the bell, but also took out its clapper. So it can't be the church in this town, although if the chapel that the corpses were in has a bell, that could be going. Shoe, tennis ball, keys, crowbar. That was a tennis ball? Okay. You got me, game. Okay, so there's keys, so we just got the crowbar left. No. Oh, you sneaky fucker. Ah, so between the lug wrench and the jack handle, we're gonna have to do some maintenance on that damn car before we can leave. Okay, so we're gonna want to go to the... Nope, not what I meant to do. Oh, right, the ruins. This. Nope, not you. Toy soldier. Thank you. Which means we can now get this. Okay. I can tell I'm starting to get tired. My strategies are not working so well anymore. Kitchen glove? I already clicked on that once, though. How rude. Oh, that was a frame. Most of these seem really obvious in hindsight. But only in hindsight. Where's the heckin' boomerang? Got a luck bolt and a boomerang. Like that? Yeah! Ah, tricky, tricky. Ah, this is the car that we're gonna be stealing. Where's the keys? I see. Ah, right. Damn, drone on left right before we did this. It seems unrealistic to me that there's not more, cars in town. Having lived in New England, I can tell you need a car to get anywhere. Unless you live right in town. And by that I mean rural New England. Tank is empty. Okay, so we're gonna want to go to the barn. And I assume we're gonna have to siphon... Oh, nope, hidden object stuff. Ah, there's the only thing that we needed, which was the gas canister. But we're gonna have to find all of these other things instead for the sake of continuity. I'd like to imagine what our character is doing with these things as she picks them up. Is she just throwing them off to the side? I'm starting to feel the high take over. Gonna fade into darkness and jam out to some music and play some more Infinite Fusions. You all have fun. Thank you so much for popping by, Brian. You do you. Get some good rest on. And enjoy yourself with that game. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm probably gonna give it a shot myself. Pokemon Infinite Fusions is what we were talking about for any other viewers who are curious. Aha! Yes, just pour it directly in. That'll work. I'm actually not sure if that would or would not work.
I have to take care of this tree.
Fortunately. Nope, nope, nope.
Take the car, Kate, and drive the two of you away from Maple Creek as fast as you can. Don't stop until you reach the city. Then pull over and find a phone. Call the police and tell them who you are.
Won't you come with us, Detective?
There's a serial killer on the loose here. I can't let him escape. Tell the police I said to send reinforcements pronto.
Thank you, Detective. You've saved our lives.
Detective, I found this in the church. I thought you might need it. Good luck.
Ah, another demonic symbol. Go on, kids. GTFO out of here.
Pretty sure I know what this is for. Just need to find the rest of them. The church, the chapel, or the boathouse by the lake. They must be hidden somewhere there.
I finally managed to get them out of here. The sooner they can contact the police, the sooner they'll be safe and sound. The police reinforcements should be here soon. In the meantime, there's one more thing I must do. Find the murderer. Don't let him escape. Okay, there's one in the crypt, there's one in the chapel. So let's get back to Main Street and get the one in the chapel. I hope these are the last two hidden object sections. Not that I don't just... Oh, there we are. I just find the demonic symbol. It's called horns, but we know what this is. Technically it is horns, but... Oh, I didn't even register that as a car freshener. Air freshener, rather. A key and an eye. Ah. See, I must have clicked on that thing like 3 times the first time we came in here, that eyeball. But I conveniently forgot where it was this time. Where's this last key? On the wall, of course. Let's see, and the last one... Actually, it looks like the last one is in the church. Or something is in the church. Yeah! Now, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. This is the first game of a trilogy. I do definitely plan on playing the others if you enjoyed this one. But depending on how this ends, don't be too disappointed. There's still a couple of games to go. Bishop. That means there's a chess piece. God help me if I can find it, though. Ah, there it is. Of course. And a maple leaf. Which I cannot seem to find. Alright, where are you? Oh! I was looking for a real maple leaf for once. And of course it wasn't. Okay. Now do I have to go to the boathouse or... Yes, the rocks. Or the sacrificial place. Alrighty. Oh, I see. Oh. I'm not gonna remember this. Or I'm not gonna remember... Okay. Actually, I got a thought. Ah, dang nabbit. I was gonna use the snipping tool. It won't work because if I click off the game at all, it automatically goes to that. Damn it. Okay. I guess I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Wait now. I'm just gonna have to write this down because I Squiggle X. Cross. Alright. Too far down to jump safely. Alright. And we don't even have a gun.
I remember now.
You've gone too far, Detective. You want to know what happened to them? Looks like you'll learn the hard way.
I heard I have pretty comprehensive amnesia, it seems.
You're smart, Detective. Smarter than I thought. A great pity for us both. My bell, you silenced it before I could drain my puppets and fully revive. My congratulations. I'm helpless.
Is it true? Did you murder all those women? Why? Who are you?
I did. But the who and why are of no consequence to you. You'd neither believe nor understand.
It doesn't matter. You'll do no harm to anyone anymore. What's behind that door?
You know perfectly well, Detective. But why not indulge your curiosity?
Oh, the average glowy Sunday night.
You'd better take a look around before your incompetent backup arrives. Backup is backup for a reason.
A chain that's rust-eaten by time can't be too secure.
How many lives have been lost on this altar of evil? I'll do whatever it takes to destroy it, if that means no one else is murdered here.
I mean, the painting in the chamber showed that demonic clapper here. Ah, convenient pickaxe. Crackneck barely supports the demon's head. remember now. We were here together. Realizing the threat of my inquiry, he captured me and planned to murder me like all of his victims. However, I managed to break free and escape. Now we're down here again, but this time I have the upper hand. Faced with defeat, he admitted his vile deeds. How many women has he murdered? Why? He'll answer before the courts. Now I only have to wait for the reinforcements. This is it, the ritual altar, just like the one in the drawing. This place itself is evil. I can sense it. There's more than enough evidence to convict the preacher. And something tells me the only way to ensure no one else is murdered here is to destroy this altar. Well, conveniently, we have a pickaxe. It's too high. Oh!
Thank you, Detective. I knew you could solve it. Now, it's high time I close this case. I've been waiting for this moment for 30 years.
Wait. I know who you are and what he has done, but he must be brought to trial.
No, you have no idea who he is. What he is. He must be stopped. Once and for all. I'll kill him right here, right now. He'll suffer the same fate as his victims.
Then you'll be no better than him. Think of Emily. Is this what she would have you do?
Don't you dare speak her name. You can't stop me, Detective.
He just went? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna use this on the fucking statue, I'm just gonna use...
Are you just going to stand by and let him carve me up like a turkey?
I mean, honestly, she should. But unfortunately, she has these pesky morals.
I've waited too long for this. He will die today.
I mean, valid, honestly. I really don't want to stop him, but for the narrative's purpose, I must. Okay, just...
What are you doing?
There will be no more murders here.
Detective, are you all right? We set out as soon as we got the call. Detective, you're not looking so good. What on earth happened here? I need to debrief you as soon as possible.
Detective? Can you hear me?
You've done well, detectives. Kate Burrows is here, safe in our custody. Her boyfriend is recovering at the hospital, and Maple Creek is finally at peace. However, we could find neither hide nor hair of the criminal, and Hamilton disappeared into thin air too.
Thank you again, Detective. I owe my life to you, but I'm afraid I'll never feel safe with the killer still on the loose.
Trust me, Kate. He may have gone into hiding, but I haven't stopped hunting him. I never will.
To be continued. Duh. Yeah, this... Judging from this name, this absolutely was made in Europe. Yeah, look at the... I was right! Something Nordic or Slavic, I'm assuming. Okay. Alright. I'd like to leave it there. But there's also this one that's a lot shorter that I'd like to start. Maple Creek, July 11th, 1980.
3 days in this eerie town.
Hamilton!
Countless interviews. And I haven't elicited one word about Emily from the preacher's mindless flock. What's your story, preacher man? Why can't I get a reading on you? Emily, we were supposed to meet here on our date, and now you're lost, and I'm helplessly searching for you. There's something off, something I'm missing. But what?
I think I'm gonna finish this before I leave. Before I end stream tonight. Y'all aren't obligated to stay the whole time. I know it's been a long stream. I better search the backyard. Just scattered money, huh? There we are. If I don't do this tonight, I'm gonna have to do it at the start of next stream, so... Yeah? Oh. There we go. Be able to drive until I pump up the tire. Man, flat tire. Hopefully I can buy a new tire pump at the gas station. Maple Creek. This place will haunt me for years to come. Nothing more to see from the tower. I've been on the lookout for days. I've already questioned everyone in town and visited their homes. I've already been to the church 10 times. Oh right, the gas station's here.
I'm busy, can't you see? Yes, a tire pump. $17 will be fine.
In 1980?
I'm busy. Take the key and get the pump yourself.
So I like how the preacher is just here.
So, you are leaving, Master Detective. So, you are leaving, Master Detective.
Impulse buys. Good thing I spent most of my cash. Car tools, tire pump. So, I'm just gonna take things. I'm just gonna mentally picture my character doing what I thought my lady character was. And just kind of throwing things to the side. I don't want to talk shit about Hamilton, given that we're playing his story right now and he had a really bad time. However, well then again, it was Hamilton's files that meant that our future character was able to resolve the issue, so I guess it was his hard work that made this possible. But at the same time, it did take him 30 years. But I'm not a detective, so what do I know? What is this machine? It's like a coffee machine? Look how much nicer everything is here. They really let it go to shit. This car's fixed, but I don't know where to go. It was meant to be a weekend date. My fiancée Emily arrived a day early and got lost hiking. What terrible irony to have one's girlfriend as an investigation subject. Has she left me any clues or even a trace? It's been 4 days since I arrived in this eerie town, and now I'm stuck with no idea what to do next. People aren't too eager to help. They're not mean, they just lack commitment, engagement, emotions even. Then there's that preacher they all praise so much, their leader, their guru. He's intelligent, but I sense something off about him. I just can't put a finger on it. In addition to all the bad luck, my tire was punctured somehow. I'm stuck here until it gets fixed. Okay. And I don't have a map. Crowbar and dollar coin.
I'm busy.
So, you are leaving, Master Detective.
Do I get a coffee? Is that the implication here? Not a good idea, at least until the machine is turned on. Not working, could it be because it's not plugged in? A power cord is missing. Alright. That doesn't sound like a me problem, but I guess it's something I'm gonna have to deal with, because that is always what it's like in these games. Oh, a burb. There's something behind the loose board. Aw, E plus R stands for Emily and Richard. Emily must have carved that. Find me here. A neglected cottage? Romantic in a gothic sense, I guess. I thought those keys were possibly to that machine. Guess we know where to go now. We gotta go to the cabin.
I'm busy. You want to talk? Talk to the preacher.
How can I help you, Detective?
I'm looking for an abandoned cottage near Maple Creek.
I know the place. Why don't I draw you a map? But first, can you get me a cup of coffee with milk and sugar from the vending machine, please?
Alright, I hope the power cord will be in here. Ah, there it is. It is kind of sad knowing that, regardless of what we're doing as Richard now, he basically spends the next 30 years as a hermit. 30 years is such a friggin' long time. And he was maybe 20 when all of this happened, so... Again, this is definitely a European game. Sticking plaster, aka Band-Aid. But they called that a football, which is what it is. Interesting. Okay, so they want... excuse... Oh, never mind. I thought I was so certain that I had already inserted the coin. Coffee with milk and sugar. Oh, I hate these. I hate these. Okay, nope, I'm not dealing with this. giving coffee to the murderer of your girlfriend. That sucks.
Thanks for the coffee, Detective. And here's your map. Beware, though. The cottage is more dangerous than quaint these days.
The town, then turn north at the farm. The door's boarded up. Not that that's ever stopped me. Something's dangling from the window. I'll need something long to reach it. The attic and the upper floor must be completely ruined. Alright, well, hidden object time. You get a mouse or a rat and a ferret? Interest. And a bat! So many tiny friends in this space. And a caterpillar. Is that a spider? I can't tell. It all is starting to blur together. I love that by fork, it's pitchfork. That's so silly. Now here's the question. If our girlfriend is supposedly in here, at what point was that boarded up? The preacher was so nice to guide me here. The place is romantic, as if the history comes alive between the cobwebs and dust. I'll study this place thoroughly in the coming days. Emily's handwriting. She was here. Well, fortunately, there's an old newspaper. Shit's locked. Odd. Most of the cutlery is still here. I wonder why. Yeah, it's because it unlocks... I'm assuming it unlocks something. I'm sorry, what the fuck is a cockade? I have so many questions. This clock type thing? Okay, that's new. Oh, that's right. So here I am at the cottage door. It looks to have been deserted for many years. However, there's no sign of Emily around. Maybe she found a way inside? Planks down to the front door shouldn't be too much of an obstacle. It's Emily's handwriting. She's already been here, and apparently she found this place thanks to the preacher. A coincidence? The preacher said he recognized the building and could draw me a map. He only asked for a cup of coffee in return. Seems like a good deal. I can spare a minute to get this vending machine working again. So here's the map as promised. Apparently the old cottage is in the woods north of the farm. He must have missed the path leading here. Isn't it funny that the only man I find suspicious here is the one that finally helped me? Yeah, quote-unquote helped. Ah. that poker, I ought to be able to... Yeah! Shield piece, huh? Alright, more looking around in here. I still don't know if that high-pitched noise we just heard is a bird call, like a squirrel, like some kind of other beastie. I truly do not know. Poster, axe, brush. That's what's the axe. Oh, I didn't even notice the noose. That was still on the list. Ah, a poster. And a brush. Alright, well I assume that dry wood. And the matches are for in here.
Oh my god, it's Emily's stuff. It's her backpack. And her sleeping bag.
I thought Emily was a
She
blonde.
was here. Emily, where are you now?
Oh shit. This is the one from the main game. This place gets burned down. That's the ruins we find in the main game. I didn't put 2 and 2 together until now. I'm really good at these games, guys. And, you know, basic deduction. Oh, I didn't even see that. Knife.
Emily has a pendant that unlocks this box. I'll hold on to it until I find her.
The 4 corners of the heraldic shield are missing. Ah. Oh, that's how this gets stuck! There we are. I have to copy this setting? No. The other parts of this setting, yes. Aw, man. I never did well at this class. Okay, it points in the direction of the spoon. What am I missing? I thought I had everything correct. What am I missing? Knife blade facing the plate. Ah. Right. This one. So it's not the knife. Oh. That's why. The small spoon has to be facing the fork. Ah. Oops, not what I meant to do. These dolls are creepy and sad. Play with them and you'll grow up in a hurry. Okay, still missing some pieces. The bed obviously belonged to a girl. Now it's falling apart with age. Well, I think I have all the pieces. Yes, I do. I'm gonna have to skip this one. I hate these. Unless it's not a jackwagon, and it'll let me do more. Okay, good. Okay, now what? Oh, okay. We have to get stuff into the right places as well, then. Alright. The tree, okay. The wing. Okay. More hidden object levels like this, please, where it's slightly easier to find things. But I already clicked on that. Oh well. Some form of artwork used to hang here, but why all the holes? Whoever owned this cottage was well educated. He is responsible for the disappearance of all these women over the years, and possibly many more. It's risky, but I have to try to stop him. I think I know how to defeat his evil powers. Nonetheless, should I fail, you will find the evidence here. Start by melting the tin in the fire. Colonel J. Russell. Maple Creek, Vermont, April 21st, 1823. Almost 100 years ago. Over 100 years ago. Disappearing women? Whose evil powers? the metal I assume that is the, tin metal I have to melt. There have been other disappearances in Maple Creek, as far back as 160 years ago, and it seems the cottage owner had a suspect he was willing to fight. Ah. Alright, well. Yeet. Poker? Medallion. There's a woman's name inscribed on the medallion. Okay. Okay. The keys in the space we arrange them to reveal the correct password. Some keys are fixed. Each number shifts the corresponding letter. Pull the lever to test the current setup. Okay, so that letter didn't have password on it. Margaret. I don't think I understand this. Unless it's the dude's name. Colonel Russell. Yeah. Oh. I guess I could have guessed that. Maple Creek, Vermont, September 13th, 1822. I keep following the preacher. Last night he set off to his forest hideaway. Her hideout. Those rocks on the hilltop. What game are you playing, old man? Preacher? 16 decades ago. A coincidence? Ah. That goes up here or something. Yeah. Oh, okay, so that was correct. Oh, unless this goes on the ceiling. Okay, that makes more sense. Flame! Thank you for popping in, friendo. I hope you're having a good night. I am desperately trying to finish this so I can go to bed, but because I don't want to leave it incomplete. Yeah, well, the game itself turned out a little longer than I was anticipating, And there's this game, which is, or it's not a different game, it's a part of the same game. That, there's 2 other games in the series, so I really wanted to finish this, so next time I can go on to the next game proper. Eppo! Eppo Flame, I appreciate you popping by. How in the shit? Oh, okay, it's the other... Yeah, I didn't want to leave this incomplete. So mostly I'm just trying to hurry and finish it. This section's much shorter than the rest of than the original, like the regular game though. So our detective is realizing that there's more to this priesty boy than he thought. Okay, what now? Where to? Okay. Ah! Oh, that's why there's the holes? Ooh. To whomever it may concern. If you are reading this, it means I failed. I have devoted the last years of my life to what I considered a just cause, a fight against an elemental evil, impersonating by one man. Any essential information I managed to gather, I store here. Use it wisely and end the evil I failed to stop. Good luck. Yours faithfully, Colonel J. Russell. So you have failed, noble Colonel. Am I meant to be your successor? Mindless puppets and a priest at the helm. Reminds me of present-day Maple Creek. November 11th, 1822, so a decade before then, before the previous stuff. The whole community is under his control. Maple Creek is his realm. But is power an end unto itself, or is it just the means to an even more evil end? Who are you that you dare to hide your evil nature under a priest's robes? No, it can't be. It's him, the priest who still lives here. 50 years ago, the preacher looked exactly the same. He hasn't aged at all. June 16th, 1771, the founding of Maple Creek. And after 200 years, it's still the same. Is he immortal? Whatever you do, he will return, wounded or seemingly dead. He will find a way to drain life forms from his puppets to immediately revive. And each murder victim enhances his power even more. There's only one way to destroy him. Break the medium and kill him with his own weapon. This is where he brings his victims. I've already seen this place.
I know this place. I've been there before. From the very beginning, I sensed there was something off about that preacher. I just couldn't figure out what. What is he? An immortal demon? I don't know, and I don't care. All I care about is Emily, and I pray I'm not too late.
Unfortunately, sir, you are. I feel so bad. A strange engraved stone mark a place of ages-old tragedy. Really? You're gonna force me to do another hidden object game right at the end of this? Alright, alright. And in such a crowded scene, too. Stalactite, fish, and bracelet. I assume the fish is just a symbol written on something, because that's usually how it goes. Ah, stalactite, yes. Okay, bracelet and fiche. Fiche? No. Bracelet? No. Ah, it was drawn on something, so I was at least accurate about how it was portrayed. Now there's a bracelet somewhere. Alright, hurry up. Oh, I was looking for like beads or something. Oh my. Yeah, good thing we have this skelly hand.
Emily!
I feel as if the demonic artifact drains life from me when I get close. I must find a way to break the chains. She's alive but unconscious. I must get her out of here. I feel as if the creepy place makes me weaker with every passing moment. Okay, what do you want me to do here? Oh, I should have guessed. We can't go straight to the end of this scene. We gotta do another hidden object game. At least they're on brand. No one can accuse them of doing anything but exactly what they intend to do with these games. Lipstick? I just saw lipstick. I know I did. And Twartle. See, I knew I saw it recently. Okay, now there's just a Twartle. Twartle? Yay! Okay, pickaxe. Oh, so this is how... This is why it was weak enough, I assume, for our character in present day to destroy the altar. Oh, okay.
You've gone too far, Detective.
Oh.
Your impudence will not be forgiven.
What the? It's pitch black in here. I can't see a thing. I see some light. A crack in the wall? I love how he didn't bind us, and he didn't take away what was in our pocket.
Emily!
Emily's gone. You know, this means that Hamilton never found her body because it was in the chapel. So he never 100% knew whether or not she was
I
dead.
failed you, and for that, I'm sorry.
And he never got to bury her.
I returned to Maple Creek after a few years in hiding to avenge Emily's death. Disguised as a hermit, I watched him in silence, waiting for the right moment to strike. You were not to blame for my failure. You did what you considered right, but the game's not over yet, and if Russell wasn't wrong, then I've got the upper hand. Yours sincerely, Richard Hamilton.
Yeah. Well, thanks for your patience with me, guys. Those of you that stuck around to see the complete ending of this. Is there more? Like, do I see the credits again? What's up? Game? Remember how I mentioned that these are not always the most stable of games? But, yeah, I think that's it for tonight. It's almost midnight, so I did manage to get this done in just under 4 hours. Thanks everyone who came on this little ride with me. This was a lot of fun. yeah, this was neat. I really do love the hidden object games. I truly do. And this is one of the better examples of in the genre. Uh, I think I'm gonna raid. I see that the Alchemist is live right now, so they're the only person I know that's still live. So I'll go ahead and raid them. You don't have to go if you don't want to. If you do do so, say hello to everybody for me. And thanks again for coming with me on this adventure. I think possibly next Saturday, if I have the energy, I'll try to do the second game of the series, which is Enigmatis: The Mists of Ravenwood, which is actually the first game in the series that I played, because I forgot to play. I didn't realize that it was the second game in the series. But yes, thank you again, guys. But yes, take care, stay safe. Thank you for joining me. And until we talk again, take care. Bye for now, my dears.
Dig this time. Instead of, oh, hold on, we've got a